Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. And this is not chapstick. This is Tillamook. This is ice cream. No, it's not. Well, kind of, sort of. Let me just get it together. Mint chocolate chip ice cream flavored and scented. I pulled it at random from amongst all of the chapsticks that I have. So this video, you see from the title, you saw the thumbnail. As of right now, not having done the look, I'm like, girl, I don't know. But what's because it's not my preferred thing, but the palette is what the palette is. But we can spice it up, shadow bases, layer on it. But we're gonna see what's on my face right now. Fenty brow pencil, of course. We have one, the Fenty primer. This is not the Fenty primer. This is the Pat McGrath primer. We use the Pat McGrath foundation. I use shade M18, which is very natural on me, and I love it because I still look like me, just a little more even, except for the mustache area, which is highly disrespectful because I need to shave it and I keep forgetting. Anyway, I think I mentioned in another video, I'm going to put the primer in an airless pump because this one's the spit. The primer is pumping out really nice right now. 2 pumps, that's it. This I'm like 3, 4 because it's spitting out. It's not like a solid stream of foundation. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I mean, like, Pat, you know, I'm trying to hang with you, girl. Anyway, so then we set the face with Fashion Fair Set It Loose powder. The shade is Truly Tawny. Then we put on, what did we put on? Bronze Divinity from Pat McGrath, and I only did here. I didn't do all of this that I normally do. And looking at this is almost reminding me of the bronzer in Snake because I was noticing how it would look more coppery, and I was thinking I could use it as a blush. But I'm gonna swatch them like on my own time just to see because I'm really sure, or maybe I'm just tripping. Blush today we use Paradise Venus from Pat McGrath. We use Fenty highlighter, Mo Honey highlighter. I don't speak like that. Fenty highlighter and Mo Honey. And for finishing powders, we use both Dim Light from Hourglass. Something is gonna fall. I feel it in my bones. And we also used, excuse me, Radiant Light. I'm still stacking up stuff. Lower waterline and upper waterline, my inner realms and lower lash line is what I meant to say, is the Sephora 12-hour retractable eyeliner, and this shade is 04 Matte Terracotta. So that's what this is here. So we're going to prime the lids and then we're going to get started. This is a simple look, y'all. I'm just like, that's it. Where's my primer? Fenty eyeshadow primer. Hello and welcome. If you're new here, thank you for clicking to see this video. Feel free to browse through my playlist. I have a playlist for every palette that I have, and it's named appropriately, so it's easy for you to find what you're looking for. Why do I call this the Crazy Troll Nation? The crazy is just enjoying doing videos if you do them, knowing it's okay to be yourself, whether you're serious, whether you're goofy, whatever. Just knowing it's okay to be who you are and not to feel like you need to act any different or have like a YouTube, you know, persona or something like that. Just be who you are. And some people may be like, oh, that's crazy, you should act this way, you should say this like this, you should, you know, do whatever. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. The troll part is not I hope y'all laugh at me as much as I laugh at myself. Or if y'all don't think I'm funny at all, that's okay too. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. As you're watching beauty related content, try not to feel like you have to have that thing or you have to have that tool or you need to do exactly what they're doing. Like, yes, if you're trying to recreate a look, still just tweak it and put a spin on it and still make it your own. But wear whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. That's what the Crazy Troll Nation stands for. Rocking whatever and loving yourself for it. And if you're new here, I need to let you know I do curse sometimes in my videos because I curse sometimes. I just do. So we're going to get started with this look. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I am really excited, and I feel kind of weird because I'm excited about something that by the time you see this video, it will have already happened. So I'm not even going to talk about that. This is what the palette looks like. Divine Rose, Mothership #7. This will be our 4th look. It's an easy palette, very minimal fallout. I love the baked celestial shades. Where I live is the first few. Subliminal, sublime, subversive, decadence, and midnight sun. That's where I live. Those are my vibes. And that actually decadence will be last. So it would be subliminal, sublime, subversive, midnight sun, and then decadence. Those are my top 5. But then sometimes decadence kind of shifts depending on where my head is at that day. So yeah, so this is what we're working with. We're only using 4 shades, and I'm like, that's it. We're trying something new. We're going to take Valoria, this shade here. As of this look, once we finish this look, we'll have used Valoria 3 times. We'll have used Skin Show Nude and Skin Show Nude and this shade here, which is this shade here. This shade here. This is Refined Gold 002. So Refined Gold 002 and Skin Show Nude will have used once. Everything else will have used twice. And my goal is to use each shade at least twice so I can have a good feel for the palette. I don't know. So this is going on the outer corner and inner corner. So I was just like, what? Because this, you see it on my complexion. So I'm just like, I think this is going to be like a reverse halo look. Because I'm looking at my notes like, why? And again, I just trying something new. Because I have thought before to do a reverse halo look, meaning the center is darker than the outward and inner corner. And this palette, because of how the shades are, it's only going to look but so busted. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it would be safe to do that with this palette. And so that's why we're doing it with this palette. This is kind of dusty. You know what I'm thinking of right now? This would be a beautiful shade in the Natasha Denona Xenon palette because of how it shows up. So it's sort of there, but it's kind of dusty. It's kind of grayish. That's this shade. But it also has like that pink undertone to it. That might be something I do. Do I feel a Natasha and Pat palette pairing coming on? I haven't paired my Natasha palettes yet. So I'm feeling weird thinking to pair it with Pat already because I've done Pat pairings. I have some more to do. But I haven't paired any of the Natashas with just Natashas. I haven't paired it with anything yet. But this would go nice, I think, with some of those tones in Xenon, which I am loving, by the way. And yes, I want to do more looks with it, but I'm like, girl, just do what's in your calendar. Because those Xenon looks, I actually just shifted my calendar, and I was doing like 2 videos a day. Just to get them in because I was just so excited about it, and I'm still excited about it. And I'm excited about it because a palette as a whole, as a 15-pan palette as a whole, it excites me because it's so unique to my collection. Yes, I have many Xenon, but just 5 shades doesn't motivate me to try new things. And some of the new things I tried with Xenon was looking kind of crazy. But, you know, we try new things, come out of our comfort zone. And I'm glad that I did because I've learned what to never do again. I've also learned what to tweak so that it'll look better the next time. And so that's why I encourage you to plan your makeup and try new things. Because either way, it's a learning lesson. Learn not to do it again or learn to tweak it to something that you do actually can be like, yeah, and not just be like, we trying it. See, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and it was fun. That palette is fun. I don't think my other looks are going to be crazy like a couple of those were, because I've learned. Now this is the part I want to try to make sure. Let me back up. I want to try and make sure at least it's even the space that I'm leaving in the middle. But then there is going to be some overlap with the shade that we're putting in the center. I feel like I'm speaking funny today. Y'all, today was a day. I went out today. I say that like I'm in jail. I don't go out every day. You know, I plan what I need to do. If I want to go grocery shopping, I'll wait until, you know, I have a list, you know, what stores I want to go to, what I want to buy. I don't just go out every day. Be like, oh, I need to go get some more Mountain Dew and go get Mountain Dew. And then the next day, oh, let me go out and get, you know, some chips. And then I go get, no, I don't do that. So today was my out day, and the weather, it was a little dreary, little chill in the air. Kind of misty, but it was nice though. But because I left my balcony sliding door open and my bedroom window open, it gives a nice cross breeze. And so when I got back in, I was like, whew. And I did wear a hoodie when I went out because my head gets cold. Yes, I know I need to cut my hair and I need to cut my mustache, but I just haven't felt like. And then I'm like, it's going to be cold soon, so my head's going to be cold. But then I do have hats, and so girl, what's the problem? Now we're going to take Rose Dusk on the center of the lid. This is the one I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but we're going to find out right now. Oh, man, this ain't that bad. I say that like I'm disappointed. I wanted to be like, hashtag troll tried it, but this is actually okay. Why do I feel kind of disappointed that it don't look crazy? And this is what I thought. You know, with this palette, the way the tones are, like, I don't feel like you can really go wrong. I think it might have been the first look I did. Someone said they wouldn't have thought of that color. No, was it this palette? I don't know. I think it might have been. Or it might have been the look that I did with the singles. It had to have been this one because they said they wouldn't have thought of that color combination. And I'm thinking if it was singles, it wouldn't have been anything to like look at as a whole and think of a color combination. You know what I mean? So I think it was this palette. This is it really basically. This palette is easy to use. I do like her metallic formula. I like her matte formula. I love the big celestial shades. And so, I mean, it's easy and it works. I do like, if you've seen my videos, you know, darker looks, smoky looks, messy grunge, you know, throw a little punk element in here and there, and a little vamp element here and there. And this palette is kind of none of that, but I thought sometimes it's nice to just do something easy. And after doing those xenon looks, it's like, let me just do something I know it's going to look okay. You know what I'm saying? And so there's times when I do just want something basic. And this to me is just basic. Yeah. So we're going to take, we're also going to take Rose Dusk on the lower lash line. But I am thinking I want to try some of these over a shadow base, just to get some depth in here, because even if we layer, it's not going to be dark because there's no dark shades in here. I do see why a lot of people really like this palette, because you really just can't go wrong with it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of what to put on upper lash line. I may take Macro Violet fluid line from MAC, which is a purple. So what else? Oh yeah, I went to Aldi's, and then I went to Trader Joe's, and then I went to Giant. Some places it's still called Super Giant, or it might be called Super G. And then I came home. In each place I only got like a few things, and thankfully, like where I live, everything is within like less than 10-mile radius. Well, no, 10-minute radius. And because I used to feel like, you know, people when they go, or when I would go here and there and everywhere for a sale, I'm like, by the time I drove everywhere, did I save any money because I'm spending it in gas? But everything is so local to where I am, like it's not a big deal. I do want to go to Walmart to get some more Premier Protein, excuse me, and BJ's, and they're close to each other, but they're maybe 10 to 15 minutes away. So I'm like, I'll do that maybe tomorrow. So this is kind of just it, y'all. And I'm like, but it's cute. Now we're going to take Astral Solstice, this shade here. We're going to just pop this under the brow because we haven't used this shade at all. Did we? We did. We used it once because this is... No, we used it twice. I'm going to bring this over here. We're stopping here. We're not bringing it all the way in. I don't like how this looks. It's too pink for me right here. It shows up though. You know what? I meant to take Astral Solstice. I took Iridescent Pink. Girl, that's why it's pink. Because it's a pink shade. I done dipped into the wrong shade. So, maybe I put Astral Solstice on top of it? I don't know. How did I mess up this simple, easy look? You know what? It's okay. We're going to take this brush and we're just going to feather outward. We're just going to leave it. Part of me does want to take Astral Solstice on top of it, this shade. But we're just going to leave it because for those of you who like a light brow bone shade, then I think you might like this look. It's okay. If you have this palette, let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about this look so far. It's definitely not me, because now that I'm looking at it, this looks dirty. It looks dusty. And that's why I think it would go well with, I said it earlier, Natasha Denona Xenon palette. But this, I'm not really, I'm not really digging that. But, what we're going to do, upper lash line, we are going to use Macro Violet, which is a purple. I'm sure you noticed something different. I turned my screen around backwards, and I'm considering, you're about to hear a clink as I put brushes away. I'm considering or thinking about, I'm looking for a particular brush. I'm looking for one of those matte brushes. They're so thin and so little. I'm considering getting like a black sheet to drape over it, but part of me is like, girl, I'm not into staging stuff. I just want to sit and do makeup like a regular person, even though I'm a troll and I'm not a regular person. But I don't want it to be like a production. You know what I mean? I do think it would look better. And I know some of you don't care. Even when I had the conference thing and when I had the hanging light, some people were distracted by it. Some people were like, I ain't noticed it. I don't care. I'm watching what you do. And so I try to think of, you know, all of you, like what would make your viewing more enjoyable. And some of y'all been rocking with me for a while, so I know y'all just like, girl, just do the damn video. So let me know. Should I, and it won't, you know, it's not like a big deal if I buy like a black sheet and just hang it up over there. But let me know if you think I should get one and hang it up and see. And we'll just do majority rules. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it on my community tab. We're gonna do a poll. So you can still write it below if you want to, but I'm gonna go by the poll on my community tab. So the majority rules on that. So that's what we're gonna do. So I just don't want it to be a production. I just want to sit here and just put on makeup. And as it is now, you know, I take the screen out, set that up, and then I sit and do the video. And if I get a sheet or something decorative to drape over the screen behind me, that'll be just something else. And I don't think a regular person who has a small station, like if you just have a room and that's your beauty room, that's different. But if you don't have like a beauty room or more space than I do, would you want to be setting up stuff? Because then you have to take it back down when you're done. And it's not hard to like take the screen down. It's just something else to do. And I'm just like, I just want to do makeup. And so, I mean, it's 6 on one hand, half dozen on the other, as they say, which I never understood because we got 4 fingers and a thumb, so that's 5 on each side. So I don't understand that saying. And so I would do it, and I'm sure I would get used to doing it. I don't know though, because I was putting up both the screens for a while, and I don't even do that anymore. Because I feel like my lighting has been okay with where this screen is, but I try to be mindful to not put it where it casts too much of a shadow by putting the screen like under, like where the light beams. I try to put the screen behind and the light comes in front of it, if that makes sense. And so I don't even do the 2 screens anymore because I'm just like, we're here for makeup. And as I said, I do want your viewing experience to be pleasant. I want it to be nice. I want you to enjoy, you know, being here, not being like, oh my gosh, here she goes again with this shadows. And sometimes it does create a shadow still, you see what I'm saying? And that I don't like, but I don't think it's bothersome because it's really quick. I know when I do my liner, there's a shadow with my hand, but I do this way so you can see me apply the liner. And so I am aware that there are some shadows in certain places when I do certain things. So we're going to use MAC's Violet Mascara. I'm trying to think of a lip. Do a purple lip? That's not, no. I don't even know what kind of lip to do with this look because I'm really just not feeling it. Like, seriously, I do think it's different. I think it's alright. I'm not like, oh, wow. But I kind of knew it was going to be basic. And so I do apologize. Like, if you love this palette, I love it for you. Just keep in mind my aesthetic is dark, smoky, messy grunge, vampy, a little punk thrown in. You know what I mean? So even though I like the palette, even though it's a nice palette, even though it's very easy to use, and so I like all those things about it, the color is just not my aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? So y'all like, why'd you buy it? Because sometimes it's just nice to just pick up something and know you can do a easy, nice look, even if it's not your preferred look. So when I do those dark looks, when you're using dark shadows, sometimes they get away from me. You know, if you put a dark shadow somewhere where it's not supposed to be, what are you going to do with it? But something like this, you know, it just kind of blends in because it's light in a way. So, and it gives me variety in my collection too. But this would be one I would probably travel with, even though your Motherships, you're going to travel with that? I've traveled with them before because it's easy. And I can sit here and just do an easy look where when I do something that's more colorful or messy grunge, I really have to pay more attention, you know, to what I'm doing. I can't just like slap stuff on. Like, how quick was this? You know what I'm saying? And there's only 4 shadows. And so it serves a purpose. If I keep it long term, we'll see. I am going to pair it with the other Motherships, but still, like, I'm looking at it like, is it really going to add much to it, to anything else, except maybe, you know, the Celestial shades, because these are just really basic. I'm sounding like I don't like it, right? I know, but I do. I love the formula. I love that it's easy to use. It's just a color story. So I'm not sure, like, long term, where I'm going to be with this palette, but I'm definitely considering pairing this with, with Xenon, and even this shade with that one that showed up pink in the Xenon palette. I'm looking at this like, see now, like I'm getting hiccup, excuse me. I'm getting excited about it, but it's because I'm thinking of pairing it with something else. You see what I'm saying? So this is Mysterious Plum number 100 Sephora collection. This is dark purple. They both look too matchy-matchy. I'm just not feeling this look. I don't like the matchy-matchy. And I think black would just be too much right now. That will be too much. Even though sometimes we do too much. You know what I'm going to do? Because I'm just not... We're just going to do a gloss. You know what? We're going to do Lavendering that Melina sent me over Bare Lip. I could have just left chapstick on it with a Tillamook if I'd have realized I was just going to do gloss. What I like about this one is that it shows up as a color. Some of past other glosses, they just showed up like chapstick on me. I don't like this with the look because it's making my lips look bigger because of the shimmer, and I like the fullness of my lips as they are, but So I'm like, do I do a brown liner? Yo, I'm struggling. I'm struggling right now, because then if I do a liner, is that going to just make, you know, let's just end the video, because I'm just hella indecisive right now. I'm not, I like the look, but I don't like it for me. So I'm just like struggling here, like what else to do. But we're not going to do anything else, but I really don't like the look, the lip. So we're going to take, this is Tang's lip gloss. This is Asian. The lip is too light for me with this look. So we're gonna, okay, this is better. And y'all know I love a dark lip. So a muted eye look with a shimmer lip. I like this a lot better. That's a combo. Lavendaring with Tang lip gloss. Unfortunately, you can only get this in the set though. I like the lip. All right, so that is it for this video. Check out for, well, be on the lookout for the poll. I'm gonna make sure I schedule it for after this video so that it'll make sense. Yeah, I just been posting stuff, getting stuff out of my phone. So anyway, let me know what you think of this look that we have here. You have Mothership #7, Divine Rules, let me know. And I already know some of y'all are like, I love that palette. It is a beautiful palette. Keep in mind what my makeup aesthetic preferences are. You know what I'm saying? But it is a beautiful palette. And pause for a picture. That'll be the thumbnail. But it is a beautiful palette. Very simple, very easy look. Let me know if you would do this look. And I'm pretty sure I've done a look similar to this, except it was a lot darker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, we're going to go. Part of me is thinking, like, do I want to layer something on top? But that's another video. This is too long. I'm still just trying to finagle it to be something other than it is. But I do like the eye look. Very easy, very simple. You saw how quick it was to do it. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts on that. Lots of information down below. If you're interested in joining, there's a link where you can click to see the perks. And if the perks are worth it to you, then I would love to have you be an official member of the Troll fam. And yeah, just stuff. A lot of stuff down in the description box and playlists for you to look at on my channel. But do be on the lookout for community posts. And that'll be it. So you will see me soon. As always, what? Self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.